Hey, what's good, peoples? What's going on, y'all? Oh man, today is Sunday, so you know what it is, right? And if you don't, let me tell you, this is the Mentally Strong Conference, yes. And I am your host, Mr. First Knight. Oh, what's going on? I talked to y'all last week. I told you that I was going to Brazil. So I'm gonna get into that in a second. So you're gonna hear this noise. I'm on the cruise ship right now. So let's get into a quick explanation. It's the reason why we're here, right? Mentally Strong Conference. My name is First Knight. I am 54 years old and I've lived with so many experiences in my own personal life where it has definitely had messed with my mental health. So I come on here every week because my belief is that our mental health is just as important as our physical health. Our mental health can cause us to be sick physically. It's that simple, right? So I just think that in this world today, our mental health isn't spoken about enough. Still have people have fear to tell people how they feel, what they really feel, or they can't trust who they really feel. A lot of people in this world suffering from different mental health symptoms, might not even know, or know and don't know what to do. So I come on every week, and again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist, I'm just a guy who just living his life, okay? And I've been from the bottom, and I'm not at the top, but I'm on this nice climb right now. And my process of healing and changing took some time. It didn't happen overnight, but I'm here to say that change can happen. That's what I come on every week, just to talk about paying attention to our mental health and how whatever it is you're going through, as long as you wake up this morning, it's time for change. Plenty time for change. All right? And it's not that change never happens, because it does, right? We went from cavemen to this. Right? So change can happen. So anyway, I just wanted to say that first and foremost, I'd like to put out all my good energy from this far all the way in Brazil. I like to send some crazy good energy out there to anyone who is not doing so well right now. Anyone out there who is suffering, who is keeping it inside, who's dealing with pain and internal pain or physical pain, okay, mental pain. Whoever's dealing with that right now, here's some good energy. I like to always do that to y'all. Give you a smile and say, hey, it's going to get better. I promise. Okay? Just stay with it. Don't give up, man. That's the other thing you can't do in this world, is give up. So here I am. It's a week and I'm in Brazil. Oh man, it's been 2 weeks. I didn't come on last week. That's right. So this is the second week. So my first week now, it's been, let me see, it was Thursday. It was Wednesday to Sunday, right? 4 days, right? 2 days at sea. That's right. This is my 4th day. And 2 days just drifting in the water. But I want to talk to you about my experiences, but I really like to talk to you about some things that happened. This is a tough one, right? So I'm supposed to be happy-go-lucky, but positive. My healing is already in, but I'm not healed. Not healed, right? I'm not perfect. I'm still suffering. I can't stop it from happening from time to time. So here it is. So coming here to Brazil from Connecticut seems easy. When you never did it before, there's expectations you hope would happen, right? And the worst thing I tell everybody is don't have expectations, because that opens the door for failure, right? And exactly what happened. So my trip here was not so nice. And it not being no nice, my demeanor was changing. was suffering from some bad anxiety, man. I guess the worst part was, okay, so I'm suffering from this anxiety, and I'm on this plane from Miami to Brazil. And the plane is big. It's an international plane. It's a real, real big plane. But the aisles are small. The plane is big. It's plenty of room for people, right? But the aisles was like this big. So I'm sitting on the end seat because between my back and my legs, I need to have that leg room. So my being on the end makes it so I could give a little stretch to the left or the right, depending on where the end is. So I was sitting on this end, and everybody was bumping into me. Anybody walked by was bumping into me. Now, we first get on the plane, that's understandable. You got to put your luggage up, trying to get to your seat. That's definitely understandable. So I let that go, but it was irking my nerve getting hit. Every 2 seconds getting hit, right? Then stewardesses and the stewards, because it was men and women, I believe. So anyway, one woman stewardess, she was kind of large in the derriere. She really large in the derriere. So she walking by, it's like boom, boom, boom. She ain't just bumping me, but she bumping me. She come by, boom, but I'm like, my whole shoulder move, boom. Like, oh. She kept doing it. Now, here was what my problem was. I get it. You walking by, you on the plane, I get it. But come on, man, it's not one person said, excuse me, I'm sorry, pardon me, something to say they didn't mean to do it, but you ain't gonna tell me you didn't feel yourself doing it. So I was like, now it's starting to get little steam starting to come off the top. And then, oh man, to make it worse, they start serving some food. And so y'all thought airplane food was like something better, but it was jail food. So what you mean by jail food, Knight? I'm gonna tell you right now, with some stale bread with some stale cold cuts, and I guess, you could have a glass of wine or something, but that was like the best part of it. You could have a glass or something, but the food was jail food. When you first get arrested, and this is what they give you when you spend overnight. Last night's bagels. I was like, what the heck is that? So I was kind of miffed, right? I was kind of miffed bad. And so that moment wasn't so good. And getting in customs and having to wait for the luggage. Like, we was the only flight. So the luggage shouldn't have took as long as it took, but it sure did. You know what I mean? Then we on the trip, we get to the ship, put the clothes down, we go to look at the food, and I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for international food. I was in the mood for some American whatever. And so I was unhappy with the food and the first night. Pardon the pun, no pun intended. I wasn't happy. And so I was really down. Now the anxiety was gone, but now I'm down. And I'm like, I'm stuck in Brazil. I want to go home. I can't get out of here. There's nothing I could do. It was bad. I was not in a good place. And I'm an honest dude, so why not tell you guys I wasn't in a good place, right? And so I got my man in the Bronx. Shout out to my man Lou, right? My man in the Bronx. Because honestly, I'm being a little cranky towards my lady. So she couldn't really help me get out of it, because now she kind of receiving it. Not like, you did this. It wasn't like that. But it was, it was cranky. It wasn't nice. my demeanor was like this as opposed to like this. And my diction was different. So anyway, shout out to my man Lou. My man Lou, we going back and forth. Yo, I'm here, da da da. And I'm telling him how I'm feeling. Because I'm an open book, dude. I just need somebody to just hear me out for a little bit. And see, if you're a supportive person, you just say some things to be supportive. You don't have to have the answers. So anyway, that's the whole thing today, is that I had some support. He hit me up with some real good words. What I needed to hear for myself, and I tell everybody this: you can only take things one breath at a time. So you know what he did? He hit me back with my one breath at a time. Hit me back with my own lingo. And that was dope. It was dope. Hit me back, and he was like, you talk on the show, remember everything you tell everybody. Now you have to live it. And he was right. And so, started right there. And everything made good sense. I'm back. You know what I mean? Just like that, the switch turned off, and first night was back, and I was happy, and I was good, and I'm ready to go meet people, try new foods and all this. So it's been nothing but good, right? Meeting people from all over, not even the country of America, but I'm meeting people from all over the world. They from everywhere. So I'm like, word, that's cool. So it's pretty cool. All shapes, sizes. I want to say financial backgrounds. They all in a similar bracket, but they're not similar people. We got this high-low in society, and so even though I might have 500 grand or $1 million, and you have $1 million, I don't know, something about my million's better than yours. So there's like a bracket still between people, but they get along, right? Everybody get along. No problems, no nothing. People go on this vacation with their families or friends. They've been friends for 30, 40 years, and they all hook up and they're meeting each other from all parts of the globe here on this ship to be on vacation with each other. Friends that have been together for 25, 30, 40 years. They was in the Vietnam War together, but not in each other's thing. One was doing one thing, one was another. They weren't even friends yet. They met each other after the war. Word. Met each other after the war. And so I met some nice people here. And here's what I will say. We all the same. We all the same. People from other countries, they want to just live life and prosper and be happy with their families, moms and dads and kids watching, there ain't no kids here, but they talk about it, This is a no kids cruise. No kids. It is now, hold on, it's a reason why I'm all by myself. It is now 6 o'clock in the morning, my time. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, my time, in Brazil. And it's 4. I know it's 4 o'clock in the morning where I was living on the East Coast. So I'm out here by myself. I'm up. I'm a 4 o'clock in the morning type person. I get up early, and I'm here, and I figure, you know what? Let me do this for you. I can't exactly go live. The international internet thing is one thing. I have Wi-Fi, but in this area, this happens to be the smoking area. I'm a Newport dude, so I had to come to the smoking area. So I hit, I'm gonna hit when this is over. And so I figured, let me come out here. It's 4 o'clock. Nobody awake. Not one jogger, nothing yet. So I figured, let me hit this up. But I wanted to come on here and let y'all know, man, that it's real. Some real nice people on here. some of them have similar situations. Right? I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Similar situations. Shoot, even to the point where they were feeling that about the plane. I wasn't alone in that whole idea of the plane thing. But it was just for them that, you know, a lot of people on this cruise, they already been experienced with this company and this type of cruise and everything, so they've been treated real well before. But this cruise is a little different. It's this high quality cruise is not so high quality after all, at least not on my first experience. Hey, my first experience of Brazil is not what you think you were gonna get, right? We were supposed to go down the Amazon River, but because of climate change and heat being what it is here in Brazil, the water went down in the Amazon River, and the ship of this magnitude can't get through. So they rearranged what we're doing out here. Didn't tell anybody till like last minute. You already paid for your stuff and everything. Now you had an option to quit your vacation. Right? You could have canceled your vacation or maybe moved it over, scheduled it. But rescheduling wasn't gonna be good because again, they'll never get down to Amazon River. I'm gonna keep going with that one. So so my lady, she's upset. She's been on this cruise a number of times, and to not be able to get to the place she really wanted to go, which was to see the Amazon. Yeah, man, Brazil, why not, right? So, because they changed up the itinerary, we spent 2 days in the water. Now, as opposed, we already were in Brazil. We started in Brazil. So we end up 2 days in the water in the middle of nothing to end up in another spot of Brazil. Now, I didn't even tell you this. So we get off the plane. Not the airport itself, but as soon as we got out the airport, we get in the bus to take us to the port where the ship was. And it's like, just going from the airport to the port was pretty downtrodden. The town and neighborhoods, the buildings was falling apart. It was really old school way of living. It was really down. People living in houses that are shut down. You got cardboard people still living in it. It was pretty bad. Graffiti was on the wall, the garbage was everywhere, all over the ground. It was just not nice. Then we got to the port, and the port was just a hangar. It was just a hangar, it wasn't nothing. No air conditioning, no ports to plug in your phone. You would think after 6-7 hours, the airport or something would have the port to plug in your phone. They did. No, actually they did, but it was in Brazil, Brazilian plug. But the power still wasn't working. So even if you had the piece for it, it still wasn't going to work at the port. So then now we got to check in again with those people so we could get on the boat. So that was not so good. So now let me go back, fast forward back to where I'm at. 2 days at sea. Third day we get here. This is Belém. Belem, Brazil. Belém, Brazil. So we get up in the morning. We gotta get off the ship. There's no port. There's no port. A lot of elderly here. I forgot to tell you, it's a lot of elderly on this trip, and they're not exactly accommodated to the elderly. So there's no port here, and we need to take this thing called a Tinder, Tinder, not where the dating site. Right? Not Tinder the dating site, but this thing called Tinder. It's a boat that take you across. It's like a river boat, take you across. So we have them here on the ship, connected to the ship. But the cruise line decided, oh no, they said that Brazil wouldn't give permission for them to do that. So they had to hire tour guide dudes from Brazil. So, you know what I said to you about the buildings? That's what the boat looked like. Right? That's what the boat looked like. So the boat comes, it's a piece of crap. Putt in the wrong putting along, right? They don't. Not one person on it speaks English, and not a person from the cruise ship rode with us to speak English to us about what was going on. Okay, so now I'm from New York, y'all. You know me. I'm from New York, and I'm also from Staten Island. Wu-Tang represent. Who more fun than me? So anyway, I'm from Staten Island, and Staten Island Ferry. We used to take that Staten Island Ferry, half an hour ride from Staten Island, Manhattan. I've been doing it for 20, 30 years. So to do this Tinder thing, it was kind of like that, but a really, 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 really small version of it, you know what I mean? It was like Popeye Tugboat. Anyway, so, you know, it wasn't packed, so that part was cool. We get on, and it's putts along. But you got to do it right here in the water. If you didn't get it, it was a little mini boat, picks you up, and they don't even have a ramp for you to walk through the lane to get on it. You know, you would think you pop a ramp on. It's a little sturdy, with some railings on it. They didn't even have that. They had the little step, and you had to step up, and there's the water in front of you. So, and my girl had a knee replacement, and you know, and so having to make that step wasn't so easy. So I couldn't imagine what happened to other people when it came to making that step. Now we get over to the port on that side. They had a ramp. Then you get off right. Everything's good on that side. But, oh man, let me tell you some crooked. There's a girl from the cruise line in Brazil side. She was working the Brazil side. So she's over there when you get off the tender, right? And she offering to give personal tours around the area for cash, right? And Viking don't offer personal tours. The cruise line, they don't offer personal tours. They offer the full tour. You get on the bus, there's some number of people, and no. Personal walk around with somebody. She want to walk around with you, right? For some good money too. I was like, word. So it's grimy too. Like, man, the whole thing is crazy. And now you got grimy workers trying to get their dollar on the side. Nobody watching because they on the water side, right? And the people here, they don't know, right? And I'm like, first thing I was told when about coming to Brazil was don't trust nobody, right? Nobody. Dudes come up to you, you want to go on the tour? No, you don't want to go on the tour with a civilian from Brazil. Can't just trust anyone, especially, so let me tell you. So we here, we get off. That's what happens. The people from the ship that tell us where to go to exchange the money into Brazilian money to do the conversion, right? So we didn't know, so we walking around and pretty much in that first area is not an English speaker. So no one to tell you, and not to say I'm Puerto Rican, but I don't speak Spanish, but they don't speak Spanish here. So even if I knew Spanish, they don't speak Spanish here. They speak Portuguese. Okay, that's their main language, Portuguese. So finding where we needed to go to convert the money was pretty difficult. Finally, we stopped in a spot. The conversion place had one person didn't speak any, and one person 100% spoke English, like good English. And put us on. The conversion was crazy. It's like $6 to every one of American dollars. We cashed in $100 and got back almost $600. Yeah, it was like $590, something like that, $590 something. We got back because it was like 5 point something. Maybe it was $5.80 at this point. But anyway, the conversion is still almost $6. And so the funny part is, okay, when you say how much things cost, $100. How much it cost? $55, $65. So your $400, your $500 disappear pretty quick. Oh man, so that's another part I want to tell you. And I didn't even get to the town yet. But while I'm thinking about this, I got to tell you. So because of the change of itinerary and the 2 days at sea that wasn't supposed to be planned for, they gave everybody like $500 in credit for ship amenities. Okay, now number one, there's no gift shop, no sandwich, no snack shop, none of that, because they're not allowed to open these kind of things while in Brazil. So I can't get a Snickers bar, bag of chips, or nothing like that. They're not allowed to sell you that. They can't sell you gift shop stuff to buy for people. You can't. Now while you're in Brazil. So I wanted to make sure I tell you that. So everybody, the women on the ship, they trying to get pampered. They sitting on the damn cruise doing nothing. So it's only one hairdresser and one nail salon person. Right? So the appointments went fast. Boom, 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 boom. That these women probably won't even get a break on this cruise as the break they supposed to get. They'll be working real hard on this cruise. So they messed this whole thing up, man. The whole planning of this trip for this company was not so great. So let me tell you again. So part of that answer is this: no one surveyed Belém. So you get off and it's downtrodden, man. It's all, the buildings all falling apart. It's graffiti from ground to the roofs. There's graffiti on the roof. If it had a roof, right? It's all falling apart. Cobblestone sidewalks. You had drug addicts sleeping on the street. You had the people that was running the street market weren't exactly clean, or like take a shower type clean. And the markets, so we went through there's an indoor market and an outdoor market, right? The outdoor market's like at home in New York. You just walk up and down and you buy stuff, right? But it wasn't like that. So it was like, when I tell you New York, it was like elbow to elbow. This is why you can't trust in Brazil, right? This is the problem. Now I already know, because this is how that works. So you elbow to elbow, just walking. I'm holding my queen's hand through the whole process, and you trying to stop to look at something, but people gonna walk right behind you, bump into you, and all that, and you don't know who's bumping into you. Get your pocket picked real quick, because that's how easy. You so like this, that's how easy your purse get pickpocket, grab your phone, all that out of your pocket, because even if you caught them, you can't chase them. They know how to get through their own town, but you don't. Right? You couldn't chase after them, nothing. And the cops here, they dress like military. What? They dress like Call of Duty. For real, for real. So I'm scared of them. You know? And I see why. And I see why people tell me be careful, Brazil and all that, man. I'll tell you something. Belém is whack. I'm not. It's not like, oh, I'm excited. Oh, man, I'm in Brazil and I'm excited right now. Brazil seemed like I'm a kid in the 70s when I was living in Brooklyn. That's what it looked like. Looked like I'm back home. I went back in time. And so, but I'm making the best of it right here on the ship itself. The ship itself is dope, you know. They have the crew's got its own band, and they sing, you know. Show. It seemed like it's like they doing their own version of karaoke because they do all the singing. It's not really singing, it's karaoke, I want to say, right? Because the band is and the singing is shoot, the crew, the whole ship, they just be talking right through it, blah 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 blah. They mad loud and talking while the singing going. So it's like it's like going to a jazz club or something, everybody talking and the music playing in the background. Not really part of the situation. But now after a few days, they're kind of singing the same song. They don't really have a catalog. They're bringing the same songs back. Didn't have anything planned for us to be hanging out with each other. Pretty much it's about serving y'all some drinks. It's about serving, everything's alcohol. Alcohol, alcohol, alcohol. I had my one day, but other than that, don't really do the alcohol. So that's also an amenity, not a big deal to me. But they push it on you. And it don't matter you had the package or not. You know, we have a drink package, but I can only get alcohol when food is being served. It's not a 24-hour alcohol type thing. Then you have this premium thing, which means you could drink premium stuff. But I don't know how that works either. I think a lot of people gonna be shocked when they get the bill at the end of this trip, or how much of their own extra money they had to spend on the alcohol they drink. Because it's a little fine print about how this alcohol thing is moving. So I don't drink premium alcohol like that, so we didn't do it. We got the standard, so you can have some soda, some water, and the beers, right? Or my lady can have wine, house wine or whatever it is. She can have whatever, she got wine. So anyway, but that's about it. The fine print is we can only get it during food time. So you could ask for a glass of wine at breakfast and take it to your room. You know what I mean? I can't even say I see anybody do that in the morning. Nobody's that bad of a drinker, but you got your drinkers. This is what you do on this shit. And with 2 days on the water, that's pretty much what's going on. A lot of upset customers. Whatever I was suffering with when I first got here, I didn't realize what other people were suffering with being here, and done this before and know better. I've been sticking with it. I don't know the difference. It's my first time for anything. First time on a long plane ride. First time in Miami. First time in Brazil. Speaking of Miami, yeah, I landed in Miami. I got to see like 4 palm trees, and that's it. I went across the street, smoked a cigarette, and I had to come back in to get checked in to the international flight. So I didn't even see Miami. I saw nothing in Miami. As a matter of fact, I didn't even get to the sign that said Miami so I could take a picture. Nothing. It's 0 in Miami. So like, oh, I was in Miami. Kind of how I feel about this with Brazil. Oh, how was Brazil? It was all right. You know what I mean? We going again today. We going again in a few hours. We'll try to get a tour and see, the cruise tour. I take the cruise tour and see how that works. I'll let y'all know. I'm gonna put videos. Hey, you guys on YouTube, come follow me on social media, and you can see everything that's going on now if you like to. Otherwise, you'll have to wait a few weeks till I put a nice video montage for you to see it. But until then, I said come to my social media. First Night, FRSTKNIGHT, right? You can find me. Anyway, you can find Mentally Strong Conference on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. Mentally Strong Conference on TikTok. That's right. So I think, hey guys, mention it to the people at YouTube. Hi guys on the other social media platforms. Oh man. So I ain't gonna stay the whole hour, nothing, but I wanted to just, I was thinking about y'all. I wanted to come live from Brazil. I've been posting a lot of footage from Brazil, the cruise and all this stuff. But I'm having a good time, when I'm with the people. I got a little smoking crew. Seems a lot of people smoke, and so you see the same people here when you light up. And so I got a little smoking crew I chill with. My girl don't smoke, so I'm in a shared space. I'm in a shared space. Gotta get back after I finish smoking. But I'm having a good time, man. Me and Pamela, we having a great time. I want to tell you the best thing that I'm doing right now, and it is the most best thing I'm doing right now. I'm hitting the spa. So the spa, it's called Nordic, right? A Nordic spa. And they have this little routine they would like you to try. So they have the ice bucket water, ice bucket. You pull a chain down, pull on yourself. That's to shock your body, right? Then you go into the sauna, and you sit in that for as long as you can, the most 10 minutes, but you sit there as long as you can. And then you get out and you go into the freeze room. They got a built-in freezer. You sit in with snow in it. Got the snow in it. And so you go from the sauna to the freezer, and you sit in the freezer as long as you can, right? Then you come out the freezer and you go back to the sauna. Bop! You go back to the sauna. If you good, then I'll explain what's the next part, right? You go back to the sauna, you go back to the freeze. You're done with the freeze, right? No matter what, when you're done doing that portion of it, then you go hit either the hot tub or you go to the Nordic pool. Now the Nordic pool has two sections. One section where you sit down and it'll massage your legs area. Right? You just sit back and the bubbles come from down below by your legs. It's a little difficult to sit. You be floating. So you gotta be good with that. But it was pretty good. But the best part of the Nordic pool is they have this bench that's in the shape of a wave. It comes back like this, round up, and back for your feet. Yeah, that's it. Here's the back. So the back, round up for your butt, right? Your legs go over like this and down, and your legs hang over. Oh man! So you sit like that, and it's open like a park bench. So it's got whole slats in between. It's open ends. It's just pipes for your seats, right? So it's you press the button, the machine goes on. So first it's massaging you, but then the bubbles come up, hit you all up in your shoulders, in your back, in your lower back, in your butt, in your thighs, in your calf, in your foot. It's hitting you everywhere. Oh, you just sit back. Oh, it's so cool, man. Oh, it's so cool. You know what I mean? And that's how that's going. I've been so good that for 2 days I had forgotten to stretch. What? Stretching been the biggest part of my thing. And for 2 days I had forgotten to stretch. I didn't need to. My back didn't remind me it existed. I didn't wake up and go, oh, nothing. I was like, wow. I remember too late. I was like, oh man, I didn't stretch today. Wow. So 2 days I actually forgot to stretch. So I wanted to say the spa was working. And as part of the trip, it's not something I gotta pay for. So that's cool. I'm gonna get a massage. That's something that's not you gotta pay for, but I can pay for that with my $500 credit. So I'm gonna get a massage. But again, booking an appointment was off the hook. we got our appointment early, but other people have issues getting appointments now with this change of itinerary nonsense. I'm making good connections with. I hooked up with the main chef here, Chef Dennis, and he's like, Mr. Knight, you don't even worry about it. Whatever you need, you let me know, and I'll get it for you special. He said you could tell me in the morning, I'll make it for you at night. Like, word, word. That's probably the other best part. For 5 days now, since I got on the plane in New York, I've been wearing First Night all over me. Hey, look, here's a picture. First Night. I've been wearing things First Night, hat First Night, sneakers First Night, shirt, everything First Night, on my pants, my shorts, all I've been wearing First Night all the way here till I get on the ship and I'm First Night to death, right? It's what I do. I don't wear somebody else's name, I wear mine. So First Night, right? So on the first the first day here, I was gonna make another pun. So we coming on the ship and it's Mr. Knight, Mr. Knight, Mr. Knight, Mr. Knight, all day, Mr. Knight, Mr. Knight. Like I'm not. I used the word again. Let me see. I don't want to say I'm somebody. Like I'm celebrity. How about that? Like I'm celebrity. I never had celebrity treatment before. You know what I mean? And so I'm getting a good treatment, especially on the food, and that's important to me. Who am I saying? I'm not gonna tell anybody I'm no celebrity. I said, they're around the world. They don't know me. I'm First Night, baby. I'm First Night, baby. That's it. So I'm about to get out of here. Give me a cigarette in before I go wake up the Queen and have some coffee. But yo, listen, I came on because I was thinking about all of y'all out there. There's plenty of y'all out there that won't get to enjoy this type of scenario because of the itinerary change. But I'm not telling you I didn't enjoy it. The only thing I didn't enjoy was the international flight. I didn't enjoy that. But I'm enjoying myself here because I lived in the hood. It's not like, oh, I never been to a hood, so there's no shock value except that, oh, this is what I went on vacation for. I went on vacation to go to the hood. Oh, man. So, but anyway, I'm having a good time. Which was telling, like I said, I'm thinking about y'all. Again, what helped me right from the beginning was sharing my feelings with a good friend of mine. Right? Someone I could trust on Uniblab my business with other people. You know what I mean? So again, shout out to my man Lou. Shout out to all of y'all out there who showing me the love, who may see this, the people from the cruise. Shout out from the people of the cruise might see this. I appreciate all y'all having some fun with me on this cruise. And appreciating my personality and who I am. I'm a good dude, son. Y'all know me, I'm a good dude. I hold the door, respectful, good morning, good afternoon, all that, you know what I'm saying? How's your mom, all that, I'm a good person. Anyway, so I came in because I want to make sure y'all understand, man, don't be afraid to reach out and talk to somebody, and that includes to me. I'll be back another week. I'll be back home. So reach out. You never know how, look, a couple of words change me. put me right back in perspective, and I'm back to having fun, right? So, peace and blessings, y'all. I'm your man, First Night. This is Mentally Strong Conference, and I want to thank you all. Hey, hit me up. Y'all don't know. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. My email for Mentally Strong Conferences, Mentally Strong Conference. Y'all spell that out. Sorry. Mentally Strong Conference at Gmail. Or you can email me personally at ministerfirstnight@yahoo.com. You need to spell it out. Minister First Night. KNIGHT, like shining armor. Alright? So, I'll see y'all later. I'll catch y'all on Sunday. Blessings.